Welcome into another edition of ABC 57 Friday Night Football. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Randall. Solo tonight as we wrap up the regular season in Indiana and we continue the playoff push up in Michigan. But first, we begin, as always, with our game of the week. And really, what else would it be but Penn and Mishawaka squaring off as they have for more than half a century? It's a conclusion college football fans have expected for a few weeks now, but one finally made official earlier today. For the first time, Notre Dame is in the college football playoff, and the third-ranked Irish will meet number 2 Clemson. So far, both of them undefeated, but Miles Boykin saying it would be an embarrassment if they show up unprepared now. I think both of these teams have really kind of used the last month or so to prepare. It's no secret that last year was a disappointment for Notre Dame men's basketball. Even they will tell you that. It was a young team that struggled throughout the year, leading to a last-place finish in the ACC. Well, we'll see if they can close 2019 with the win in the Camping World Bowl. We're just a little bit more than a half hour away from kickoff between Notre Dame and Iowa State down in Orlando, which you can watch right here on ABC 57. Brian Kelly said this week that they haven't talked about that game since they left South Florida. Now, whether you believe that or not, it's pretty clear that they have learned something about playing in tough atmospheres. What will be Chandler's 12th season in the NBA, that 25-game timeline should have the 2005 Benton Harbor grad and Mr. Basketball back on the court sometime in mid-December. 57 Friday Night Football game of the week, the final battle for the Mangy Lions. Tonight's matchup between Elkhart Central and Elkhart Memorial was the last chance for these schools to renew their rivalry before they merge next year. Before we go, we will select the play of the week, and here are our 2 nominees. Number 1, from the Mangy Lion game, Rodney McGraw forces the fumble on the sack. There is Jonathan Decker taking it back
to lightning delays.
A sign from above? Well, maybe, because one of the only games that was safe from the lightning was the Holy War, of course, between St. Joe and Marion. That would spark a big win over the Panthers. Those are your 2 runners-up. We'll have your play of the week winner on the other side. Unfortunately, it's not that blocked punt off the face mask.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Brianne. Yeah, it's not every day that we get to say this, so hey, Notre Dame football players, they're just like us. At least that's the case this Saturday when you and I are kicking back to watch college football. The Irish are going to be doing the exact same, continuing their countdown to the 2019 opener just a little bit longer. We've still got 4 days until Notre Dame kicks off down in Louisville in a primetime Labor Day matchup. And we heard from Brian Kelly last night about his eagerness to learn this team's identity under the lights there in Louisville. Today, the players got a chance to weigh in. Identity or not, that Cotton Bowl loss has been the lasting memory of their most recent game action. And finally, they get a chance to show the nation how they plan to bounce back just a year later.
The juice is good. Everyone's excited. You can just tell that, it's been fun playing our own guys and whatnot, but we're ready to play somebody else, and we can't wait for Monday to get here. Go play a good opponent in Louisville, and everyone will be watching. It's going to be a great opportunity for us.
It's going to be an awesome atmosphere. I'm excited to just hit someone else besides a blue or white jersey. So excited to just see who we are as a team and get this thing rolling.
Now, just like the Irish, teams north of the state line in Michigan have been staring at their calendar, waiting for their chance to get after it. And finally, it's here. Several local teams taking part in their traditional Thursday night openers here tonight. One of them, of course, the defending state champs in Edwardsburg. The Eddies hosting nearby rival Dowagiac to open up the new year. Lots of talent gone from this 2018 squad, but it seemed like they've picked things right up in stride. The power run game already clicking as Dylan Hirsch puts the Eddies up 16-0. But an impressive drive from Dowagiac to answer. Look at this dime from Kalen Murphy through the wind into the bucket for a diving TJ Reed. That puts the Chieftains into the red zone. Now, the drive almost stalled, though, facing a 4th down and almost a fumble there on the pitch, but Deshaun Brooks corrals it and tosses a halfback pass into the end zone. Alex McIntosh is there to pull Dowagiac within 1 possession, but it was all Eddies from there, still pounding the rock. Look at them just move this pile over the goal line, and somewhere down there is Drew Bidwell for the touchdown. Eddies go on to win it 46-8, and after running the table last year, Kevin Bartz's group gets the first one out of the way.
I thought we did a good job tonight, especially, up front, physical against them. Dowagiac, they've got some good athletes. They just didn't quite have enough up front for us, but it was nice to get the win tonight, get a full game under our belts.
It was a big night in Niles as well, with both schools in action. The Niles Vikings lost, but the Brandywine Bobcats had a big night taking down Coloma 38-8. And shout out to this guy, Jordan Abrams, becoming Brandywine's all-time leading rusher. A pretty good night for him. Now, that was just a taste of the opening week of Michigan football. So head to abc57.com for more local scores north of the state line. We'll also have some more Michigan highlights alongside, of course, Indiana action tomorrow on ABC 57 Friday Night Football at 11 o'clock. Now, staying up in Michigan, we saw NBA star Wilson Chandler return home to Benton Harbor a few times this summer. He kept busy with the youth camp and supporting the efforts to keep the high school open in his hometown. All that is great to see, but there was some tough news for Chandler today regarding the coming NBA season. The NBA announced today that Chandler's debut with the Brooklyn Nets will be pushed back after he was suspended for testing positive for a performance-enhancing drug. Chandler made a statement to ESPN saying that he took a drug during rehab this offseason, which he and his doctor did not realize had recently been added to a list of banned substances. He went on to say that he does accept responsibility for that mistake. Now, it's obviously a hiccup to the start of what will be Chandler's 12th season in the NBA. That 25-game timeline should have the 2005 Benton Harbor grad and Mr. Basketball back on the court sometime in mid-December. That'll do it for the local sports scene. I'm Matt Randall, ABC 57 News. We'll be right back.